But as we raise the level of expectation of performance for our missionaries, brothers and sisters, we also must raise the level of expectation for the performance of all of the members of the church in fulfilling our missionary duties. We need your help, brothers and sisters, to support and assist our missionaries in finding and baptizing many more of our Heavenly Father's children. We need you to watch over, protect, and inspire the missionaries who are servants of the Lord. If the standard is to be raised, it is raised for all of us. We must be more faithful. We must be more spiritually in tune. We must prepare ourselves to assist the missionaries in finding those of our Heavenly Father's children who will embrace the message of the restoration. Remember, brothers and sisters, we're not marketing a product. We're not selling anything. We're not trying to impress anyone with our numbers or our growth. We are members of the restored church of Jesus Christ, empowered and sent forth by the Lord Himself to find, nourish, and bring safely into His church those who are seeking to know the truth.
As President Packer taught this morning, Satan cannot directly take a life. That is one of the many things he cannot do. But apparently, his effort to stop the work will be reasonably well served if he can just bind the tongue of the faithful. Brethren, if that is the case, I am looking tonight for men young and old who care enough about this battle between good and evil to sign on and speak up. We are at war, and for these next few minutes, I want to be a one-man recruiting station. Do I need to hum a few bars of "We Are All Enlisted"? You know, the line about "We are waiting now for soldiers who'll volunteer." Of course, the great thing about this call to arms is that we ask not for volunteers to fire a rifle or throw a hand grenade. No, we want battalions who will take as their weapons every word that proceedeth forth from the mouth of God. So I'm looking tonight for missionaries who will not voluntarily bind their tongues, but will, with the Spirit of the Lord and the power of their priesthood, open their mouths and speak miracles. Such speech, the early brethren taught, would be the means by which faith's mightiest works have been and will be performed. From every man, young and old, who bears the priesthood, I ask for a stronger and more devoted voice, a voice not only against evil and him who is the personification of it, but a voice for good, a voice for the gospel, a voice for God. Brethren of all ages, unbind your tongues and watch your words work wonders in the lives of those who are only kept from the truth because they know not where to find it. Haste to the battle, quick to the field. Truth is our helmet, buckler and shield. Stand by our colors. Proudly they wave. We're joyfully marching to our home.
We properly pray for the safety and success of the full-time missionaries throughout the world. And a common element in many of our prayers is a request that the missionaries will be led to individuals and families who are prepared to receive the message of the restoration. But brothers and sisters, ultimately, it is my responsibility and your responsibility to find people for the missionaries to teach. Missionaries are full-time teachers, you and I are full-time finders. And you and I, as lifelong missionaries, should not be praying for the full-time missionaries to do our work. If you and I would truly pray and ask in faith, as did Joseph Smith, if we would pray with the expectation to act and not just to express, then the work of proclaiming the gospel would move forward in a remarkable way.
Amidst the storms of life, danger lurks, and men like boats find themselves stranded and facing destruction. Who will man the lifeboats, leaving behind the comforts of home and family, and go to the rescue? President John Taylor cautioned us, if you do not magnify your callings, God will hold you responsible for those whom you might have saved had you done your duty. Brethren, our task is not insurmountable. We're on the Lord's errand, and therefore we are entitled to the Lord's help. But we must try. From the stage play Shenandoah comes the spoken line which inspires. If we don't try, then we don't do. And if we don't do, then why are we here? When the Master ministered among men, he called fishermen at Galilee to leave their nets and follow him, declaring, I will make you fishers of men. And so he did. Tonight, he issues a call to each of us to come join the ranks. He provides our battle plan with his admonition, wherefore now let every man learn his duty and to act in the office in which he is appointed in all diligence.
Brethren of all ages, unbind your tongues